Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, good morning. We are from group 1, the first group. The members of us are Ahmad Rahmatullah, Hafid Mahmudi, Zulfan Fahmi Al-Fatih, and Novel Walidin Falah. And our material today in the first group is Research Design, Basic Interpretive, Descriptive, Qualitative. Okay, now I want to explain about the definition first, about the research design, basic interpretive, and descriptive qualitative. Research design is the researcher's plan of how to proceed to gain an understanding of some group or some phenomenon in its context. Based on the theory, research design of this research is descriptive design with qualitative approach. According to the GAY, descriptive research involves collecting data in order to test hypotheses or to answer questions concerning the current status of the subject of the study. Descriptive study determines and reports the way things are. Descriptive research is scientific research that describes about the event, phenomena, or facts systemically, dealing with a certain area or population. Here, qualitative descriptive has a similar name or other definitions. They are include interpretative, qualitative, basic or generic qualitative, and pragmatic qualitative approach. Here, qualitative descriptive designs are more widely used for public health, research, and education. Okay, the next is characteristic of descriptive qualitative. The first is sampling technique. Sampling generally uses a purposive sampling technique with several derivations such as maximum variation sampling, which is believed to be more appropriate to reveal a lot of insight and broader information. There is also qualitative descriptive research that use multiple sampling strategies such as combination snowball, convenience, and maximum variations. For example, from the book Soul, use convincing sampling which involve twin experts to reveal cultural competencies. The second one is data collection. The data collection strategy for the qualitative descriptive study was carried out by conducting interviews involving individuals or groups guided by interview guidelines ranging from some instructed to minimally structured. Although it's not common, there is also qualitative descriptive studies that use quantitative data through a survey method using an open-ended questionnaire instrument. It is possible as long as, in the end, this set of data must be interpreted based on qualitative principles leading to a non-mathematical interpretation in accordance with the theoretical explanation seen that will. For example, some qualitative research studies have combined the data collection with the participant observation method, which is common use in qualitative ethnographic designs. This can be considered because it allows researchers to obtain deeper information and interact with the situations and the environment. And the third is data analysis. To analyze the data, this method, the analysis technique used are content analysis and thematic analysis because they are considered the most appropriate for qualitative descriptive design. Content analysis is usually followed by developing a coding system that can reveal the patterns or patterns that emerge the narrative data. However, there are also studies that use constant comparison technique and a combination for content analysis with constant comparison.
Alright, descriptive qualitative method. So this is one of research design, which is describing something. So the step of conducting descriptive are the first researchers determine the problem. So the researchers have to see and determine the problem, and second, analyzing and identify the problem, and then third is data collection is typically extensive, drawing multiple sources of information. So it has many it must have many information. So data analysis can be holistic analysis of entire case or analysis. And the last is don't forget to report the data. So the step which I have just said is case study. So the step of case study, which is one of descriptive method. And actually there's some research design of descriptive methods. So observational method, survey research, and case study. So some method of descriptive qualitative, they are search strategy and study screening, study selection, quality appraisal process, and process for data extraction and analysis. So thank you, and we're going to example of qualitative of descriptive qualitative.
Example of qualitative descriptive. The example of descriptive qualitative method include identifying the object of various groups, describing the behavior of subject, describing the attitude of subjects. For example, in that is the title, the descriptive study of students' attitude of self-directed language learning strategies in the English Rendezvous area of UPTPBEI and Salatiga can describe what the student performed on self-directed learning, which facilitated by UPTPB in Ian Salatiga, and get information from particular population. The data is obtained to find social content and specific people.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will explain about advantages and disadvantages of descriptive qualitative. There are advantages and disadvantages of basic interpretative, or usually called descriptive qualitative. The writer must also consider the advantages and disadvantages of a method that he uses. First is about the advantages of descriptive qualitative. Point A, it doesn't need numeric data. A research can be carried out in an effort to find a problem in various fields. In determining the data to be used, there is a numerical form required to use the design in quantitative research. Then the descriptive research method is very useful if it is used for a study that does need numerical data, such as phenomena in complex, interrelated, multifaceted social processes, which, when using quantitative research, will cause bias or concluding error in the research stage. Point B, the research is natural. The data obtained through this study through various means, including direct observation, interview with informant, or reviewing various documents or sources, so that the data obtained is natural or based on fact without modification. This will also make it easier for researchers to search for data because they do not need to modify them. In addition, finding process is easy and inexpensive. Point C, potentially combined with quantitative method. Descriptive qualitative also allow the use of quantitative research that culminates in mixed method. As we know, mixed methods are a combination of qualitative and quantitative methods. Mixed methods have stronger conclusion and can tackle broader questions because they are not limited to just one method, and they also add insight that would otherwise be missing when using only one method. And then the disadvantages of descriptive qualitative. Point A, the finding cannot be met in statistical form. Statistical data can only be obtained through quantitative research. Statistical data has its own advantage in research, one of which makes it possible to summarize the conclusion drawn from data analysis with a short process. Point B, research results are subjective. The purpose of the research is to solve the problem found from a research problem. Qualitative research requires researchers who are able to see and interpret complex social phenomena from the perspective of inherent participants and reconcile diverse perspectives without incorporating their personal biases or prejudice into their conclusion, so that the conclusions of the study are objective and acceptable to everyone. Point C, difficult to re-verify because of their observational and contextual nature. The conclusions that are contextual are not suitable to be replicated or generalized. Finally, interpretive research sometimes fails to answer interesting research questions or predict future behavior. And the last is data collection process takes a long time. Because of the ease in finding data in this method, researchers must also be able to use this facility effectively and optimally. Too little data causes a lack of validity of a study, which may lead to error in drawing conclusions. In addition, too much data reduces the effectiveness of the time used by the researchers.